everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is well, and happy Labour Day to my friends in the USA. I hope you're having a great holiday weekend. So recently I watched a video from a autistic creator who I've been following for quite a while. She's a young lady, I believe she's from the UK like myself, and she did a video called "Is Autism a Serious Disease?" Well, she got my attention, she got me hooked just by the title alone. And as an autistic woman, I felt it was important to talk about this video and why I disagree with what she called it and what she talked about in this video. She goes on to mention about autism being a disease by the medical model of disability, and how autism is a disease because it's an impairment, and how it affects us as autistic people who have been diagnosed. I have to say with her that she is sincerely wrong. In my own opinion, as an autistic woman, I don't think I have a disease. The word disease to me implies that I'm damaged, broken, odd, weird, sick. No, I just don't like the word disease in general. I think it's horrible. I think it's wrong. I don't think it should ever be used within the autistic, disabled community at all. And to say that she says that it is a disability, that it is a serious disease, that it is an impairment, that it impairs us. Yes, it impairs us in certain areas, but I disagree with it being a generalised area. I hate the fact she's generalised it as a whole sweep statement. I disagree with what her thoughts are as an autistic woman. But again, I see autism as a neurodiversity. I see it as my brain is neurodiverse. I'm on a autism spectrum, which means every single one of us on the autistic spectrum is different. I believe that each and every one of us has different talents, abilities, gifts. We have different levels of autism depending on the severity of where we are diagnosed, where we're placed on the autistic spectrum. So again, I think she's very generalising when it comes to saying autism is a disease, because not everybody in the autistic community, or everybody who has autism or identifies as having autism or suspects that they have autism, may agree with her with it being a disease. I think her using the word disease is basically scaremongering. It's letting people be frightened of the word autism, letting people be frightened of the word spectrum. I just think it's something that we don't need to be frightened of. I think this is causing absolute fear for absolute no reason. I understand she's autistic, and I understand that is her right, her identity to think how she thinks and how she feels. But again, I want to talk briefly about what autism is. So, from the NHS here in the UK and the National Autistic Society, which is the UK's leading autism charity, autism is a lifelong developmental disability that affects with how we communicate and interact with the people in the world around us. 1 in every 100 people in the UK are on the autism spectrum, and there are suspected to be over 700,000 autistic adults and children within the UK alone. Autism is a spectrum. Everybody is different and has different traits of being on the different levels. I feel that it is hugely dangerous to call the whole autism spectrum a disease. It makes it sound scary, like we are an epidemic, a problem, a burden. Autism is classed as being neurodivergent. Yes, the word disease makes it sound like it has to be fixed, and increases the stigma to make people be afraid of the language to use towards each autistic person. Each autistic person's perspective is different. I myself label myself as an autistic person. Autism is part of who I am. I cannot separate it away from me. I can't see how she mentioned sexuality being relevant. She said about how it's the same as being gay. No, it's not the same as being gay. Being gay, being lesbian, all the rest of it on the LGBTQ spectrum is life choice. You are born that way, you identify that way. Autism is not the same as being gay. Let's get that straight. That is absolute dangerous and ridiculous statement to put out there. I think that's just a really it doesn't make sense. Why would you label being gay the same as being autistic? It's just no. You don't do it on so many levels. But anyway, we have to be careful when we're throwing words out here like disease, sickness, illness, with regards to autism. I think it's extremely dangerous that this young girl would use that label towards autism. I get that we are all on the spectrum, we are all different, and we do identify in different terminologies. I get that and understand that, and I respect her video for why she felt the need to do it. but I feel that her video is completely wrong. It's completely dangerous. I feel it's something she lacks knowledge in, and for someone to say, oh, we have a disease, it's a serious disease, it needs to be taken seriously. Yes, autism does need to be taken seriously. I completely agree with her in that aspect. But to call it disease and illness, no. We're not ill, we're not sick, we're not damaged, we're not broken, we're not physically impaired. Yes, we may have sensory issues, yes, we may have heightened anxiety, but that does not make us damaged, ill, sick, diseased. The word disease is basically means that you are dis-ease, which basically means that you're broken. It implies that you're sick, that you're permanently sick, permanently damaged, and that is not the case with autism at all. I think this video that she's done in terminology is complete wrong, and I agree with her that we need to stop letting the neurodiversity movement take control of autism as a identity. I agree that we need to stop letting certain people take control of us. Yes, we do. We need to step up and be our own people. We are autistic people. We are people who have autism spectrum disorder or autism spectrum condition. For me personally, I identify as someone who has got autism spectrum condition. I don't like using the word disorder, disorders, disorderly, sick, damaged, diseased, poisoned, whatever you want to call it. It's just not a nice word to use in general. Why would you say to someone, oh, you have a disease, oh, you are disordered? It just means that you sound stupid. It just means that you are labeling somebody for something you know nothing about, and it's really dangerous to throw that kind of judgment out there unless you have lived experience or you know somebody who is on the autism spectrum. So we need to make sure that autism is put in the first stage of people's agendas. We need to get autism to be less of a stigma, less of a taboo. I completely agree with her about that. I will link the video that I'm talking about down below, and it's by a channel called Autism'sIndividual. I will link her channel down below in the video description so you can go and watch the video for yourself. Let me know what you feel and what you think. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments box below. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll be back next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.